Yes, people, we're back. Been a while since I started tractor. Don't know, is it 1 week, 2 week, 30 years, I'm not right sure. But anyway, so we're just going to start this one. That one's developed another problem, which means it's not just the best to start. Soon fix it when I get time. So we'll just make sure that this bio fire up, because if all goes to plan, it's going out tomorrow. Oh, that's smoky. Good to tell it's been cold this last few days. Just to be clear, it only smokes like that when it's cold. It cleans up when it's warm. So there you go, we'll let that run for 5 minutes.
A few moments later.
Right, it's been running for 10 minutes, maybe 15. There's a little bit of smoke still because it's still relatively cold, but sounds well. The birds have been in, dumping all over it. Honestly, dumping on stuff's my job. The only man in the world who takes a David Brown key out. So there you go.
Later.
So main part of today's video, we're going to do a bit of a comparison, because I do get asked quite a lot what tools I use for mending, maintaining and doing what I do. And I use a combination, Teng tools and Snap-on. Now, people do ask which I prefer, and to be truthful, I kind of prefer Teng tools, but I just thought it'd be interesting to look at one of the socket sets that both companies make and just say. So here we go. We have the £1 million Snap-on set and the Teng tools TT tray set. Now, obviously, just open that. Yes, I have lost the 8mm. You do get more things in the Teng tools set. You get from 8 to 22. Sockets, 8 to 22, ratchet handle, little extension bar, a bit driver, universal joint and a screwdriver handle for you to put sockets on. Also, you get this handy little thing, which serves as both a T-bar, because you push the end of the screwdriver or whatever it is through there, and you can drive it. And what this does is it's a reducer, so you can use 1/4" drives with a 3/8 drive ratchet, which is what these are, 3/8 drive. Now obviously the Snap-on, you get from 8 to 19. You get 1, 2, 3 extension bars, the ratchet handle and the universal joint. Now the longer extension bars are very, very handy for, you know, when you're working, but both of these are geared to be in a toolbox. They're not the standalones. So obviously this ratchet is easier to slip me 10-foot scaffolding bar tube over the top of to force that nut to come open. There's this one with this handle, although the handle's good for gripping it, it's better grip. I need a wider bar. So what I thought we'd do is find a nut and bolt on something that's extremely tight and see which one will open it, basically. And also, just as a thing, the trays that they come in. This Teng Tools is a TT tray. The lid comes off and it fits perfectly into the Teng Tools toolbox, which I will show you in a minute. Now the snap-on hasn't done anything like that. It's that size and that's it. And whether or not you when you build your toolbox they fit in doesn't seem to concern Snap-on too much. So you can end up with a lot of wasted space in a drawer. But yeah, I do like the Teng Tools for that, I must admit. And this is it. The Teng Tools toolbox stack, I just have the top box. I don't have the full stack. And like I was saying, the TT trays fit in just perfectly, because I have 1/4 inch, another 3/8 set with a present 8mm socket and a 1/2 inch drive, and obviously some imperial sockets, various other bits and pieces. But the point I'm making is that the Teng Tools toolboxes are designed to take the trays. There's no wasted space whatsoever, which I do quite like. It's getting dusty. Cleaning do needed. So I do quite like these Teng Tools toolboxes. It's they're not as big as the Snap-on ones, that's the only thing. You can't get as much in them, but they stay to one size as far as I'm aware when it comes to these chests and stacks, which is this size. I bought this at Christmas on a deal, not badly priced, just so I could have a toolbox that I could just throw into the car and go instead of having tools rattling around everywhere. It makes poor old Peugeot sit down, but that's life. So right, let's find a nut and bolt on something. So we'll use this tractor, the Visitor, mainly because it's not mine. And the bolts we're going to undo are this bolt here and the same one at the other side. We're not going to take them out, we're just going to see if we can get them loose, and then I'll tighten them back up again and all will be well. So both 19mm, so there you go. We'll try Teng Tools this side. Now the way you change the direction with Teng Tools is you rotate that like that, throw, open and tighten. And the way you change the Snap-on, obviously you got on and off. Now what I don't like about these is these little things can get broken off and then you're stuck. You can only use it the way it's set. This affair is a lot better because it's simple enough. It's just you ratcheting away, click, and you're going the other way. Don't actually know which way it's set. That's for tightening. Remember children, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So, Jesus, that's tight. Mind you, I suppose it would be. God. Okay, it looks like we might be trying them both on this side. So we'll try it Snap-on. No, not purchase. There you go. So neither of them can undo that. Well, that backfired on me, didn't it? But of the two, the best to use is, I found, was this, because it's this handle, the grip. You've a lot more. Because the trouble is with these chrome handles, is they're slippy. They can be, if it gets wet or oil on it, it's like holding a piece. It's like trying to catch a greasy pig. So, yeah, I must admit, I prefer the Teng for that. So now we get on to cost. The Teng tools set in the TT tray is between £70 and £80, and the snap-on set is, well, depending on your dealer, between £150 and £200. Or it was when I bought that, and that's 3 or 4 years ago now. In terms of value, yeah, again, I'd prefer the Teng because it fits in a toolbox very handily with that. So I have the snap-on one because it was there, and there was something, I can't just remember what came, something else came with it. I can't just remember what. For the Teng tools, yeah, I buy them from a guy at Gisborne, and they're good people. They deal they're very easy to deal with. The snap-on set, this one came from my dealer who's now retired, and the new dealer, well, if you can actually get him to rock up, is nowhere near as good as the old one was, which was in a large part why I started leaning towards the Teng again. So yeah, as a direct comparison, I do prefer the Teng tools. So others will say different, but that's up to them. So there you go.